In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually use the import spreadsheet to bring in bulk contacts from any other database in which you can export a CSV file. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this import button right here, and you will notice that it says this is where we can drag and drop a file and upload bulk contacts. Now, the first step to this is actually going to be to go to the database in which all of your contacts are currently in. And that could be anything from Google Contacts to Microsoft Outlook to eEdge to Brivity. Any of these CRMs, Top Producer, you should be able to export your contacts into a CSV file. Now, the main error that a lot of people make is they try to upload that file directly to Command, which isn't going to work because Command doesn't know how to read each one of those different spreadsheets. So what we're going to do is, the first step is, again, download your CSV file from your current database. The second thing you're going to do is, you're going to come here, click on the import button, and the word download is the command CSV file that is blank. And what that allows us to do is, again, click on it. It'll download onto my computer here, and I will open this up in Excel. You also have the ability to open this up inside of Google Sheets, which is a free product with all of our KW email addresses. When I come in here, you're going to see that it is already set up, and all of these fields here are the same fields that match KW command. So as I scroll down, you can see that there's actually a ton of them. I've got address, I've got company address, key dates. So that if you just watch that video about how to add an individual contact, you're going to see here, these are all the different sections of a contact record. So two things. The first is, you do have the ability maybe even just to come in here, instead of adding contacts one by one, I could come in here and add in several contacts at one time, right? So I could come in here and say, Kyle, and Elise, and Jim, right? So if I wanted to upload a bunch of people at one time, I could do that instead of going one by one in Command and create a list. This might work out really well if you're holding an open house and you got a list of, maybe 7 or 8 people with an email address or a phone number, right? You could actually just come in here and type in those 7 names, upload the spreadsheet, do it one time, and all those people are then added to Command. Now, in the case of you have a current CRM or a database, what you need to do is you need to copy and paste the columns from the original CSV file to this CSV file. It sounds like it's a lot of work, but if you actually think about it, all you have to do is go to that and either copy and paste the column, right? So in your original CSV file, you can highlight everyone's first names, hit copy, come back to this screen here and click paste, right? So the end goal is to get to a point where we've got this spreadsheet with all of your contacts' first names, last names, and middle names. Again, this is something I can help you with if you have questions, and you can fill out as much as you want here. So you can see I've got things like mobile phone number. I've got things like street address. So I could come in here and I could type in a contact, right? And I can come over here and say mobile phone is going to be my phone number, right? And I can come over here and say my email address is going to be kyleholleran@kw.com, right? Now, here's a quick tip. You cannot delete out any of these columns. But if you know that you're not going to have home phone numbers or other country phone numbers, you can actually highlight the different boxes, do a right click, and you can do hide, right? And what that does is you can see, instead of deleting columns, because if you delete a column, right, G becomes H. And that's going to mess up when you try to import down. So you can actually come in here and say, hey, I want to get this down a little bit. I'm going to hide these different columns. And you get to a point where you're just going to see, first name, last name, mobile phone, email address. I can obviously put in someone's address as well. And a few other things I want to point out down here, you do have birthdays. We had talked about that when we're creating a contact. And you also have a section here that's called custom tags. So you do have the ability to tag people here, and the tags will automatically show up in Command. So if I come in, I'm going to type in KW. If I would like to tag people with multiple tags, I could do KW, and I could do a client, right? So if I have those 2 tags set up inside of my command, when this contact is brought in, they will be applied those 2 tags, which saves a lot of time. If you get a CSV file and you've got notes of other contacts, or I just want to put in a note here that says met at open house, right? I would be able to go ahead and do that right there. And that note will also come into Command. So You just got to get used to this just a little bit. My suggestion is the first time you do that, add 5 contacts to this spreadsheet. And then once you complete this spreadsheet, you're going to come over here and you're going to save this spreadsheet. And then we come back to command. And in command, you're going to drag and drop that command save spreadsheet that you just created right here. And it'll say upload. And within a couple seconds, all the contacts that are on that spreadsheet will be added to KW Command. So for most of our market centers that I work with, we do have Scott Leroy Marketing. And if you actually email them your original CSV file, they will go through and upload those for you into Command. But it is actually pretty simple. It seems confusing, but if you spend just a few minutes looking at that spreadsheet and working on uploading a few contacts that way, I think you'll definitely get the hang of it. So if you have any questions about uploading bulk contacts via the import spreadsheet, reach out to me and I'll help you when I get a chance. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.